In this video, we're diving straight into one of the hottest BL pairs right now, Joss and Gawin. On screen, their chemistry is undeniable. Off-screen, the warmth between them feels even more natural, from unexpected run-ins outside the set, to playful teasing during interviews, to those lingering eye contacts that make fans go, "Wait, what's going on here?" Little hints like these have slowly built a wave of speculation. And then came the rumor that really set curiosity on fire. They were spotted meeting at a shop. Was it just a coincidence? Or is there more to the story? In this video, we'll piece together the most genuine side of the jossgawin relationship. No overdrama, just natural moments, subtle signs, and a look at the timeline that's kept fans talking. Ready? Let's dive in. It all started as just co-stars on a project, but the more time Joss and Gawin spent together, the more that invisible thread between them seemed to tighten. Long shooting days, rehearsals, traveling for promotions, every shared moment added another layer to their comfort with each other. They weren't just performing for the cameras anymore. The way they laughed a little too easily, or leaned in without even thinking, made it feel like they had built their own little world within the chaos of showbiz. Fans are sharp, especially BL fans. They notice matching shirts in different Instagram posts, the way one remembers tiny details about the other, and those glances that last just a second too long. Soon, casual comments on social media turned into threads, and threads turned into theories. They're not just close, they might actually be together. And once that idea takes root in the fandom, every little interaction becomes potential proof. Then came the moment that tipped speculation into overdrive. Someone claimed to have spotted Joss and Gawin together at a shop.no event. No cameras, no schedule, just the two of them. Some called it a simple coincidence, others swore it was a quiet date. Of course, neither Joss nor Gawin confirmed it. But sometimes, the way they smile when certain questions come up in interviews feels like an unspoken answer all on its own. When the rumors started floating around, it wasn't long before interviews began touching on their closeness. Instead of denying it outright, Joss would give that easy grin, while Gawin would glance away with a small laugh. Sometimes they'd change the subject. Sometimes they'd tease each other, but they never really gave a clear answer. And that only made people want to know more. It's the kind of silence that feels louder than words. Fan meetings, live events, and behind-the-scenes clips keep adding fuel to the fire. There's the casual shoulder touch, the way Gawin instinctively looks for Joss in a crowded room, or how Joss always seems to stand just close enough to brush against him. They don't have to say we're close when their body language says it every single time. For fans, these aren't just moments, they're tiny pieces of a bigger puzzle. By now, the line between on-screen and off-screen feels almost impossible to draw. Yes, they work together. Yes, they promote projects. But there's also that shared comfort, that quiet understanding, and those moments when it seems like they've forgotten anyone else is watching. Whether it's friendship at its purest or something deeper, one thing is certain: Joss and Gawin have a connection that refuses to be just another scripted story. Through all the chatter, yes, even the shop meeting rumor, Joss and Gawin seem to have drawn an invisible line. In public, they're all smiles, playful teasing, that easy comfort fans adore, but when it comes to anything that feels truly personal, they keep it quiet, almost as if saying, "Let's leave that offline." And maybe that's why the rumor in people's minds: was it real, or just something they'd rather not shine a light on? The way they choose what to share and what to keep might just be the shape of their relationship itself. Fast-moving schedules, airport sightings, fan meet, stage speed, a short glance from across the stage, The habit of handing over a mic without a word, an unplanned laugh caught on vlog, these tiny pieces quietly confirm what fans began suspecting. The shop meeting rumor might have been the tipping point, but truthfully this entire timeline is made of small, very human gestures building a deeper bond. Fans have already turned these into their most replayed, most loved moments. Some days, the fatigue from work shows on stage, in interviews, in those in-between moments, backstage after a long day. One gives the other a quick pat on the shoulder, hands over a water bottle, quietly mouths, "You good?" It's over in seconds, unnoticed by most but not forgotten by the ones who see. These silent acts of care are exactly the kind of moments that keep that Murray than just co-stars, because sometimes no words are needed, just being there says everything. One series ends, another begins. Will their rhythm remain the same? Playful in public, quietly in sync in private, still moving in parallel. The truth is, without saying anything outright, something has grown from scene one all the way here. So will the next chapter be an official label or simply closeness that doesn't need one? Either way, the mutual care is already there. For fans, the answer isn't a label, it's being able to keep watching those real moments grow. There's a quietness to some routines that suddenly feels meaningful. Maybe it's going double-checking a jacket for Joss before they walk onto a stage, or Joss texting a quick "call me" when you land after an airport goodbye. These aren't dramatic gestures or tiny rituals, almost habitual. When you string enough of those small, consistent acts together, they stop feeling like coincidence and start to feel like care that's been practiced. Day after day, fans notice them and hold them close, because those rituals are the best kind of proof. Ordinary, unpolished, and utterly human. As we pull back from the timeline, what stays with you isn't a headline or a single moment, it's the warmth, the comfortable silence between them on a long ride, the shared laugh after a flubbed line, the private look that makes everyone else feel like a spectator. Whether we ever get an official label or not, those gentle, everyday things already tell the story. They're not trying to prove anything, they're simply living together in small ways, and for fans, that's plenty. So as this chapter pauses, we keep watching for the next small ritual, the next quiet moment, the next soft sign that this bond is still growing. Looking back at all these moments, it's hard not to wonder, was it all just coincidence, or something more quietly growing between them? From the way they laugh together to the comfort of their silences, Joss and Gawin's story feels less like a series of random clips and more like chapters in something real. Whether they're simply the closest of friends or partners in life, their bond is undeniably, and maybe that's why fans can't stop believing in them, because sometimes the most genuine relationships are the ones that don't need to be explained, they're simply felt.